Hey guys, welcome to another lecture from ecopoint, and today I have few questions which we could discuss, and probably they could be done in like 5 minutes. So first question, let's match the two lists. Skewness, variance, earthquake, F-test, and on the other list we have dispersion, random variation, ratio of variances, lack of symmetry. That means we basically have to figure out that, in list one what we have, what are they actually depicting. So skewness depicts lack of symmetry, right? Skewness depicts lack of symmetry. You could have left skewed, right skewed. It's just not symmetric. That is, it's not the case that 50-50% division is on left and right. Variance is clearly a measure of dispersion. Earthquake. So earthquake comes in different frequencies. That means there is random variation. It's nothing is fixed in there. So earthquake would stand for random variation, and F-test, we all should know, is the test that is to be used for ratio of variances. It's also called the variance ratio test. So now coming to the options, A is mapped to 4, B is mapped to 1, C is. Question number 2, the next quick question is, in a binomial distribution, the probability of X successes in n trials in any order is given by. So in binomial, your random variable is the number of successes in a fixed number of trials. So if I have to find out probability X is equal to X, that is, I have to find out what is the probability that I fetch X number of successes in N. So out of the N trials, any X positions, in any X positions, I could fetch my X successes, right? So this could be done in how many ways? NCX. And probability of success is, say, P. According to the question, we can take that. And probability of failure is Q. So how many successes we have? We have X number of successes, and these are independent trials because it's binomial. So P into P into P, X number of times. And that means there are N number of times, N minus X number of times that you have had failure. So probability of failure is Q. Since this is happening simultaneously, you will have a product here. And that is why the correct answer will be A. The next quick question, standard error of sample mean X bar in random sampling from an infinite population or in random sampling with replacement is given by. So standard error is basically the standard deviation of the random variable X bar, that is the sampling distribution, mean of the sampling distribution, right? So this is that we can call it sigma X bar or SE is always equal to the population standard deviation upon the square root of n. This is happening because variance of X bar is equal to variance of the population upon n. This happens because X bar is, say, x1 plus x2 plus so on and so forth till xn upon n. And since there would be independence here, therefore it will be just equal to variance of 1 upon n square comes out common, and because when you have variance of ax, a square comes out common. This is a property that you should know. So it will be variance of x1, variance of x2, so on and so forth till n. So therefore you have n times variance of x. All these will have variance x upon n square, and hence you get variance x upon n. And therefore, if you have to do it quickly, of course, you should be reminded of the formula, that standard error or the standard. The next quick question: when the null hypothesis is there as an equality, like for example, if we say null hypothesis is that mu is equal to mu naught, and that means your alternate hypothesis will be mu is not equal to mu naught. So therefore, you don't have an alternate. The level of significance is the probability of making. So what you need to know here is the decision table, which I've done in one of the videos. And level of significance is basically alpha. It is an error. It is in terms of area. It is the area which is in the rejection region. And what is happening? It is the probability. So type 1 error is the probability of rejecting H naught when actually H naught is true. And this probability is equal to alpha, or the level of significance, because with this, you should quickly be reminded of type 2 error as well. So that's the probability of accepting the null hypothesis when null hypothesis is actually false and alternate is true. That is what is type 2 error, because this is clearly an error. You should not accept the wrong hypothesis. The next quick question is from the properties of arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. So we all should know that geometric mean is always less than or equal to the arithmetic mean and greater than or equal to the harmonic mean. Okay, this is one base property that all of us should know. Now, accordingly, if you go for the first option, geometric mean is equal to arithmetic mean and harmonic mean, this is absolutely false. Arithmetic mean is less than harmonic mean, this is false. Under certain situations, yes, the square of geometric mean is equal to harmonic mean multiplied by arithmetic mean. Now, this is an important property. Next quick question. For a moderately skewed distribution, the value of mode is 10, the value of median is 20, then the mean is. Clearly, you should be reminded of the properties relating, the giving. And one of the major properties is mean minus mode is equal to 3 times mean minus median. So this means that mode is equal to 3 times median minus 2 times mean. Now, median is not provided to us, but we can now median is provided to us, mode is provided to us, we have to find the mean. So mode is 10, 3 times 20 minus 2 times mean. So therefore, what you will get is 2 times mean is equal to 50. Next quick question is a question on from matrices. You have to find the determinant of the given matrix. So the determinant, it's a 3 cross 3 matrix. So what I can do is I can just use the formula instead of using row operations. You can use row operations as well. So it is 6 multiplied by minus 11 into minus 2 minus 5 into minus 5 minus 5 times 3 into minus 2 minus 3 into minus 5 plus 5 times 3 into minus 5 minus 3 into minus 11 all you have to do is just be very, in these kind of questions, be very careful with the plus minus. That's the only requirement. So 6 into 22 minus 25 minus 5 multiplied by minus 6 plus 15 plus 5 multiplied by minus 15 plus 33. So what you will get here is 6 into minus 3 minus 5 into 9 plus 5 into 18. So this gives you minus 18, minus 45, and plus 90. So this gives you the last quick question. In a two-variable x and y regression analysis, the regression coefficients are bxy equals to 0.6 and byx equals to 0.8. If y is dependent variable and x is independent variable, what is the percentage of variations in y explained by x? So for this you need to know the relationship of regression coefficients with the coefficient of determination, or that indicates the proportion of total variance in the dependent variable, that is explained by the independent variable, that is basically r square, right? So r square is what we have to find, and the relationship that you should be aware of is that r is equal to the square root of bxy multiplied by byx. And that means it is the square root of 0.8, 0.6 into 0.8. That is, it is 0.48. Square root of that. So therefore, r square is equal to 0.48, that is 48%. So what we can say, the percentage of variation in y, the dependent variable, explained by the independent variable, which is basically represented by that coefficient r square, is equal to 48%. Thank you very much. I hope this will help you guys.